everybody's looking to buy drugs, sell drugs, looking for sex, pay for sex, or they're catfishing people, trying to get people out of money, and that's it. Hello? Hey girl, hey. Mom was talking about coming down here. In your house too.
Oh shit.
Girl, stop.
Sit in the lobby, show me something, keep it soft and tell nobody in the city, smoke exotics. Spin it slow, yeah. And you know what I want.
What is up, beauties? It's your girl Rissa, back with another video. Okay, so today, you guys, as you can see, I have my little fruit here, so I'm gonna do like a mini little mukbang / story time with you guys. I did a poll on my Instagram to see what kind of story time you guys wanted, and you guys wanted a story time on my first time getting played and how I handled it and everything. So let's go ahead and get into the story. The first time I got played, I think I was about 18 or 19, and I met this girl on this site. If y'all have ever heard of Moco Space? Yeah, so that's where I met her at, on Moco Space, and we talked like for at this time I stayed like, I want to say 30 minutes away from where she stayed, so I would have to drive up here to see her. But I've only seen her one time. Okay, but anyway, let me tell you guys how this went. Okay, so we met on Moco Space and we talked for a good like 2 or 3 weeks before we actually met each other. And she knew what I looked like. I knew what she looked like. We shared pictures of each other, and then we did like video call, like, you know, on Yahoo Messenger, because there was iPhones then, but like it wasn't popular. Everybody was into Blackberries and stuff like that. So, and that's when the Vox was in, where you can send a video of yourself talking, and then they reply with a video of them answering whatever you said, that type of thing. So we knew what each other looked like. It wasn't like a catfish or nothing like that. So one night she was like, yeah, come to my house, come and chill with me, you know, for the night, come spend the night and all this stuff. And I'm like, cool, you know, this is gonna be fun. You know, our first time, you know, chilling together and stuff like that. And everything was fine and dandy. But this is where it gets weird. I'm packing my bag, and I'm like, oh yes, I'm about to go up here, you know, go meet her. We're gonna have fun, go out. Because then I didn't know anything about Dallas because I grew up in Greenville, and so we never really went to Dallas, you know, as kids or anything like that. Not saying that I'm old, but you know, like we never really traveled to Dallas like that, unless it was like to go take care of my braces or some business trip, you know, if we just had to go handle business. I'm like, oh yeah, we're finna go to Dallas, we're finna go sightseeing, we're gonna go downtown and do all this stuff. I'm 18, remind you. So I'm excited. Yeah, you know, all the stuff that she telling me. Yeah, baby, we gonna do this and we gonna do that. And I'm like, cool, this sounds fun. You know, anyway, I get off work that night, go up to Dallas, and I get there and she's telling me how to get there. And I'm like, where the heck am I? It was like the hood. Like, there were signs everywhere saying hide your belongings. This is before it became popular. There were signs like all over the town and street lights, hide your belongings, hide your keys, watch your surroundings. And I'm like, where am I at? Not knowing that I didn't know anything about Dallas, but come to find out I was like in Highland Hills or something like that. And Highland Hills is like, don't go there. Since I know about Dallas now, since I stay here, I was in the wrong neighborhood being new. I could have easily got jacked, jumped, and didn't even know where the heck I was. But anyway, so I'm going around, and then she stayed like in some like apartment townhouses things. So I get there, and I'm like, where do I park? Where do I go? And she's on the phone, but she's whispering. And I'm like, why are you whispering? What's going on? Yeah. So she's like, okay, I'm gonna come to the door, but when I got there, she's like, I'm gonna come to the door and meet you. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll park in the visitors, walk around. I had my bag and everything. I'm excited. Hey, finally get to see each other. It's been so long, excited, happy. I get to the door and she's like, shh. And I'm like, shh, what? And she was like, my mom is asleep. She's finna get ready to go to work in a minute. But we can go to my room, but we can't make no noise. I was like, what? Wait a minute. You, what? I thought you said you stayed by yourself. I didn't know you still stayed with your mom. And then even if you did stay with your mom, you're grown, because she told me she was like 21. So I'm like, and even if you did stay with your mom, you're 21. You can't have company? I'm confused, right? And so we go up to the room, and then we're talking, and we watching TV and stuff. But she's like whispering, we gotta be quiet. My mama can't know nobody here. And I was like, literally like, what the heck? Are you lying to me about your age? Are you a kid? Are you like, what the heck going on? So I was like, let me see your ID. Let me see your ID. And I don't know where it said. I don't want to make too much noise and wake my mama up, because she'll come in here and be like asking what I'm doing, because she got to go to work. She got to get up for work and all that. And I was just like, okay. So at that point, I was like, well, I'm about to go home, because I don't know what's going on. And this is weird. Like, this is weird. So long story short, I ended up spending the night, but like, I didn't do anything. Like, I didn't even touch the girl, because I was like, I don't know if you're a kid. And then I was like, if your mom comes, and she was like, if my mom comes in here and sees you, just say, like, you're one of my best friends and your mama put you out tonight, so you came to spend the night. I was like, oh heck no. Oh heck no. This is some Jerry Springer type stuff. Like, I don't know what the heck going on here. So anyways, I get up the next morning and I leave, and I was like, and she was like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry about last night. By this time, her mom had already left and went to work. And so I'm talking to her, the next morning, she's like, let me cook breakfast. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I was like, I'm going to call you later. I was like, because I'm confused. And I was like, and we need to talk about some stuff. I was like, but I'm going to get out the house, because if you're an adult and you're not allowed to have company in the house like that, then I don't want to be in the house, because I don't know what could go down, while I'm here. And I don't want your mama trying to say something if she come in and I'm here. Or if you're really a kid and I'm an adult and I'm in this house, and then your mama gonna try to call the police on me or something. Like, I don't got time for that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to you on the phone to get some goddamn answers. And I'm like, okay. So anyways, I ended up leaving, haven't heard from her since. Like, I called for like a good, I want to say, 2 weeks. Like, after I made it home, like that day I talked to her, that day that I made it home, I was like, hey, I made it home. It was nice meeting you. Call me. I'm gonna call you back, in like 30 minutes or to an hour. Let me get myself together. I'm gonna take a shower and stuff like that, and then I'm gonna call you back. Didn't get a call, didn't get a text message back, none of that. So I was like, yeah, she had to be a kid, or something. Like, she had to be lying. Like, she didn't look like, if she was not a kid, but like, like 17, about to turn 18 type kid, not like a 12, 11-year-old type. But she looked older, you know what I mean? And so And the conversations and stuff that we had weren't kid conversations, but kids is kind of mature or whatever. So I don't know what happened, and I was like, okay, that's a sign to just not even attempt to try to talk to the girl no more, because I don't know what the heck going on, and I'm not about to go to jail. I don't even know if she told me her real name, and I don't even know how to get back to. I didn't even remember how to get back to the house that she stayed at, because I was so lost back then, like trying to follow GPS. And then back then we didn't have smartphones. Like I want to say this was the early 2005. Like we didn't really have the smartphone technology that we have now. It was, like I said, Blackberries, and everybody wanted the Razor phone type of phones. We didn't have the smartphones now. So everybody was using MapQuest for their directions and print them out on paper, stuff like that. So I was like, okay, well, I wouldn't even know where she stayed at, even if I did go to Highland Hills. I wouldn't even know. But that was my story time. That was freaking weird, y'all. That was weird. And thinking back on it, I was kind of glad that, I didn't really pursue the person, because I don't know what, they were lying. I really think they were lying about their age, all that, because who has the sneak, if you're an adult, if we're talking and you say, oh yeah, I have my own place, and I got my car, and I got this and I got that, and I work here, all this stuff. And then when I get to the house, and then it's like, shh, my mama's here, we can't be loud. And that's freaking weird. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to this story time. If you want any more story times, let me know in the comments, because I have a lot of stories that I can tell. I surely do. But yeah, that girl was just weird. I don't even remember her name or anything like that. I just remember we met on Moko Space. And do not go try to find that site now, because if you find that site, there's nothing on there but catfishing, and people that are paying for sex, and people that are looking for you to pay for sex, people that are selling drugs, and all of that. Figured that out after my first 6 months trying to be on that site and find people to meet, when I stayed over there, and there's nothing over there where I stayed at. Everything was up here in Dallas. So yeah, haven't been back on that site since. But from what I found out from being on there, was that's how it is. There's nothing on that site if you're looking for a real relationship or friends or anything. No, everybody's looking to buy drugs, sell drugs, looking for sex, pay for sex, or they're catfishing people, trying to get people out of money, and that's it. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I post a new video. And love you. Bye.